Alrighty, welcome to this video. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about tables, forms, semantic elements, alt codes, iframes. There's going to be a lot of stuff in here. We probably will divide this up into multiple videos. But anyways, so let's get started. I'm going to do my doc type like usual. We'll just set up the whole page here, HTML, close out the HTML, come over here, head. Close out the head, get the body, close out the body. Alright, now I'm going to come out here to my desktop and I'm going to create a new folder. We'll call it order, because this is basically at the end what it's going to be. It's going to be a page that gives a menu of sorts, shows what a person or a company has, and then you're going to use a little order form to order off of that. So I create this order, and then I'm going to save this in there. So file, save as, go to the desktop, and then I'm going to hop into order, double click, I'll call it order.html. So if I double click in here, there we go. Let's see, we're going to have some pictures, so I'm going to go to new, go to folder, call it images. I don't think we're going to do anything else, so that should be fine. Okay, so the first thing we'll talk about, well, I do need to have a title, so I'm going to throw a title in there. I don't really know what it's going to be yet, but we'll hopefully figure that during the video, right? Okay, so we'll hit run in Chrome. Nothing there yet, which is fine. Hop back to the code. Okay, so tables. You do them with table tags. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, once we start getting the table in there, we can start adding some attributes, but we'll do the table here first. Okay, so the way tables work is they have TR tags, which stands for table row, and then they have TD tags, which is table data. And really what you need to remember is the TR is creating a new row, and then the TD tags inside of the TR tags are creating columns in that row. So, for example, I'll start out a row here, and then say I want 3 columns in this row. So I'm going to have 3 sets of TD tags. So I'm going to copy and paste that 2 more times. So we have the first row going across, and in that first row we have 3 columns inside of that row. So I can say first column, second column, third column, right? So we'll save that, and we'll come back over here and refresh. Okay, so that's in the first column, second column, third. But you're like, wait a minute, this is a table. Why can't I see it? I think that'll do it. So you can create an attribute called border and give it a value of 1, and then that actually puts the border around the table. So you can decide whether to have the border of the table there or not. I think you can do padding too. And so I think, no, I might be cell padding. Yeah, cell padding equals 5. Let's see what that does. All right, so that gives kind of a 5 pixel, I think pixels or something. I'm not exactly sure the thing there, but it gives us 5 whatever padding inside of this. So if you don't want them to be really close to each other, you can pad that out a little bit to give it space inside of the cell there. Okay, the other one is cell spacing. Let's do 10 there as well. Okay, and that's space in between the cells. So padding's inside the column in the cell, whatever you want to call it, and then cell spacing is the actual space in between those. But I really don't need the cell spacing right now. I'm just kind of letting you know that's an option. Other thing you can do is you can align the table. It's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that'll center your table in the middle of the screen if you want to have it centered. So that's about it for the table tag. Well, you can do, pretty sure you can define a width. So like width 300. All right, so now the whole table is 300 pixels wide. So you're able to do that. I don't know if height works. We'll find out here. Okay, it does. So you can define a height and width for the whole table if you want to tweak it that way. But for now, I'm good. I may do that later, but for now, I'm good with that. And if you want to know all the stuff it can do, you just table tag W3 like we usually do here. You can come here and then it shows you how to do this. There's TH tags, which, yeah, I should probably talk about. And then we have, so these are all the attributes. So you can have background color, align, border, cell padding, cell spacing, frame. But these ones that aren't supported in HTML5, you're probably not going to want to mess with those. Just because they're deprecated, which means they've been replaced by better things. They're kind of outdated. So, anyways, so just be aware of that. All right, so yeah, let's change this TH. Okay, I think that's probably a good thing to know about. So TH is table header, is what that stands for. And that means just what it sounds like. That bolds it by default, but it's basically like if you were in Excel and you're creating a bunch of cells going across and you have a name and an email header. These are just, the headers that say, all right, this is what's going to be in this column. So for what we're doing, it'll be product. The next one will be like a description. And then the third one could be the price. So in this column, it's going to have all the products. Then this one's going to have the description. And then this one's going to have the price of the actual product. So that's what we're going to do there. Okay, so that's in the first row. So again, it takes a while to kind of get used to the whole TR, TH, TD thing, but just know that these are rows, okay, and then these are just the columns inside of that row. Once you get that down, you should be good and it shouldn't be too crazy. All right, so we want to go to the next row. And the main thing is just make sure your spacing works out so you can easily tell that, hey, you're on the next row. Like I'll usually do kind of an extra space there, just to know that, oh, I'm on the next row. It just kind of helps in readability. So, all right, I'll copy that, paste that in a couple times. So this is going to be what? Second row, first column, right? Boom, there we go. All right, so let's say we are going to sell, I don't know, I shouldn't do this, but these are kind of funny. Cow pie clocks. Yeah, can you believe this? People actually make these. So people will go out and get cow pies, which if you're not, well, you should be familiar. This is cow poop. So this lady, she decided it'd be funny to make clocks out of cow turds. So kind of weird. So here we go. We'll sell cow pie clocks, man. It'll be amazing. All right, so let's grab these. So I'm going to right click, save image as, go to my desktop. Where were we? Order. Yep. Throw this in images. So I'll call this CowPie1. We'll grab this one. CowPie2. That looks fresh right there. So, holy crap. Haha, funny. It's nuts. CowPie3. We'll just do 3 for now. I don't know. Maybe there's more stuff. Maybe there's CowPie products. Let's see if there's anything else out there. That's gross. I think they just have these clock things. You look like crap. Oh, this is crazy. I think we'll be okay with just the clocks for now. Well, this is the founder, so we may want to do something with this picture later. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll call her founder because she's the crazy lady that had that. Well, I think it's her anyways. I'm pretty sure that had this idea. Okay. So, actually, and I'm also going to throw up here another row on the top because I do want to show you this thing that you can do. I'm going to call this just a TD. And I'll call it our amazing CowPie clocks. Now you're like, wait a minute. This only has one column. What are you doing here? I know. I'm getting a little crazy here. But see here. Okay, so we do that. And it kind of gets, yeah, it's only in that one column, right? So I can come over here and I can say call span. In other words, span across 3 columns. So it takes that one column and it spans it across the 3. So now this one column will fit across the 3 columns here. So this could act as kind of a, I don't know, like a header, even though these are the column headers, but this could be like the table header, right? Like the header for the whole table. And I can, I don't know, bold that or whatever. Oops, close that out. Okay, and I think I can do an align here as well. Align equals center. Alright, so that just centered that. So it looks okay. And then probably I'd want to throw this in a header tag. This seems to make sense, right? Because it is the actual header. This is saying it's a table header, but we actually want a header. So we'll do H2. Boom. There we go. Okay, so now we're slowly getting there. So we got this, so we're going to throw in, let's see, product is probably where we're going to put the pictures, and then we'll have a description there, and then we'll have a price. So product, we're probably going to want this to be a little bit wider too. Table, let's see, width equals, I don't know, 700 for now. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that should be good. All right, so we're going to come down here and learn what use what we've learned before. So image source equals, and we got to go, okay, where is that image located? It is inside, okay, so we have order HTML, that's what we're working on, order HTML, it's inside of this thing called images, this folder called images. So images / cp1.jpg, I think it was. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Double click cp1.jpg. By the way, if you're not seeing the extensions here and you're on Windows, you can hit start, type in folder, go to folder options. This is buried. It's really weird. Go to view, and then you can say hide extensions for known file types. You want to uncheck that. When you uncheck it, then it'll start showing you the extensions. That's a really important one to know, because if you hide them, then you don't know if it's cp1.jpeg or jpg or .png. You don't know, so you don't want to hide those. So we're not going to hide them. We always want to see what they are so we can type them in correctly when we're coding. So cp1.jpg. That should work. Boom. Oh, that is disgusting, but beautiful, right? Okay, let's see. Let's throw in, we'll just kind of copy and paste this 2 more times. Boom, boom. So we got the 3, and I'm just going to replace those. So CP1, CP2. Oops, did it wrong. CP2 needs to go here. CP2, and then CP3. Okay, now we can see some of these are being a little unruly, getting a little too big here. So we'll want to start shrinking these down to the same size here. So I'll be like width equals, let's try 300, see what that does. And if that works, we'll do the same to all of them. That looks good. I'm down with the width of 300. Now the height may be a little bit different, but that's okay. We just want the width to kind of be the same for these pictures here. There we go. So that's starting to look pretty good. And now we do have, and we need to kind of smack this into submission a little bit too, is we got this empty space here that I don't really want. So I can come into this TD tag and I can define a width too. So I can say width equals, let's go 400, just make it a little bit bigger. Nope. 320. A little bit smaller, 310 is probably going to be the magic number here. Nope, not magic enough. Maybe just 300. Wow. A little bit bigger, 305. Okay, that works enough. So we'll grab that and throw that into these other ones too. Okay, cool. So we got the products, looking yummy. The descriptions, we're going to put in here. Let's see, this cow pie clock is amazing. Buy it now because it will fulfill. No idea if I spelled that right. All your hopes and dreams. It doesn't stink. And it will make people judge you. Not sure in a good way. Enjoy. Okay, so we can keep it like this, or if we wanted to, we could say v-align equals top. So that's vertical align. So that aligns it vertically, so we can shoot that up, or we can keep the text down there. I mean, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter there. Now I am going to want to play with this a little bit and probably say width equals 200, kind of constrain that, because we need a little bit of space here for the price. 220. No, we're good to get up a little bit bigger here, 250 maybe. Yeah, something like that. Now, I didn't really say this, and I should have at the beginning, but tables are meant mainly to display data, to house data. It's not really meant to be layouts for websites. Back in the day it was, but then CSS came out and kind of destroyed that whole idea. But tables are meant kind of for this type of stuff, like taking sets of data and displaying them in an organized fashion on a web page. It's not meant to be the the layout for the whole page. I mean, I'm not supposed to create a whole website in here. I'm just supposed to use this to display data sets, basically. So our data set is the cow pies, the descriptions, and the price. So that's just something to be aware of there. Okay, so anyways. So, oh, I forgot to throw in an alt attribute. So alt equals cow pie clock. This is kind of a greenish brown. Good color. Green, brown. Good stuff right there. All right, so you can have the text here where whatever, but you'll also find when working with tables, sometimes I want that bigger. Sorry, I'm just jumping all over the place here. I want a bigger header there. But yeah, so you'll find out that you don't have a whole lot of control with the layout and tables, and that's why they were abandoned. Like you may want to just do certain things, and you probably won't be able to. So just do the best you can with what you have here. All right, so we have that. The price, man, I don't know. I have no idea what she charges for these. Probably way too much. Let's see, buy cow pie clock. I just want to know, to be honest. Okay, all right. 25, that's not too bad. Okay, she wants 50 on her site. Oh, and oh man, it's poop. It's a Utah poop. Good stuff. That's great. Oh, she has cow pie mirrors? Really? Nice. Cow balls? Okay. Yeah, that's a little borderline. Wow, lady. I just don't know what to say. So she wants 50. Oh, wow. For a small one, $50. For a big one, 65. That's pretty crazy, but okay. So we'll pretend this one is a smaller one. So this small cow pie clock is amazing. So we'll say, heck, we'll mark it up. We want to make some money. We're going to say $80. All right, now obviously you're probably going to want to do whatever you do with this, you're probably going to want to do with this. So I'm going to v-align that as well. So v-align equals top. Boom. Then I'll put in parentheses, don't laugh. I'm serious. Okay. So there we go for that one. Now, just in the interest of time, I'm going to copy this, bring it down here, and this one we'll say is a bigger one. So we'll say this medium sized cow pie clock. We'll say this small size. Okay. Come down here and we'll do a v-align here as well. V-align top. We'll do a v-align top here because I know we're going to do that in a minute. And we'll say this one's going to be 100. Yeah, we're going a little crazy here. All right, there we go. And this is the mother load right here. This is the big one. This is huge. So we'll copy this, throw it in there. Let's say ridiculously huge cow pie clock. This one's way big, and we're wanting 500, man. We're not pulling any punches here. We want $500 for that. Okay, and we want to v-align that. So I'll just copy this, throw it in there. So v-align, v-align. There we go. Okay, so that's about it for tables. I mean, I guess I could, if I wanted to, down here at the bottom, do something similar. I could grab this and do a call span. I don't know, and throw in any copyright information, or if you have any questions, please call us at 1-800-COW-PIES. She really should get that number because that would work. 1-800-COW-PIES. Bye. And this doesn't need to be a header, so we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. We'll keep it bold though. Okay. I should probably capitalize that because that doesn't looks a little weird when it's small. So people know that it's part of the number. Boom. Okay, so that's it for tables. It's about as much as you would need to know, but it's enough to get you a little dangerous there and do what you need to do. But we'll be moving on with this, and we'll be creating a form here soon. So have fun, guys. We'll see you.